Hey y'all. So, in the last video, we were talking about the endocrine system and just the intricate web of communication that is happening between glands and hormones. And I talked a little bit about how the things that throw our endocrine systems off have to do with our lifestyles, basically. The things that we eat, um, how much stress we hold on to, um, other things, smoking, drinking, environmental toxins, things like that. And I mentioned that I was going to share a personal story about how these endocrine disruptors can upset your endocrine system. So, um, true story. When I was a little girl, my parents raised me for the first 7 years of my life as a vegetarian. They had really good intentions to keep me healthy. However, I was raised as a junk food vegetarian. And what I mean by that is my parents fed me a lot of processed soy. So before Boca, before Impossible, before veganism and vegetarianism was really, really popular, I had every type of soy hot dog, soy hamburger, soy bacon, soy sausage, you name it, I ate it. And so by the time it was time for me to start menstruating, my period never came. And I want to say I was about maybe 19 by the time my mom took me to the endocrinologist to see what was going on. And at that time, they diagnosed me with PCOS. And this was before PCOS was as prevalent as it is today or as talked about. But um, soy has a lot of estrogen in it. And soy, hamburgers, hot dogs are also heavily processed. And I really do believe that my diet as a child contributed to my diagnosis of PCOS because there was so much estrogen in the soy in my diet. So, just an example, there are so many different things that can disrupt the endocrine system. And that's a whole nother video in and of itself, just all of the endocrine disruptors and environmental toxins and all the things that we come into contact with that throw our hormones off. But I wanted to just give a personal example, just a brief example of like what that looks like, what can happen when our endocrine systems are thrown off balance by our diets. So, yeah, I hope this was helpful to someone. And we'll keep talking about the endocrine system. There's definitely more that we can touch on. Uh, Definitely more that we can touch on as it pertains to preconception. But that's my little tidbit for today. And I'll talk to y'all later.